Good morning, everyone, and welcome back with Kat. It's a little early this morning, but I just thought I would take you through my day as well as share with you what I eat in a day, as well as what I feed my husband, as we're both on the carnivore diet. So we've got a lot going on today. As I shared with you with my planner, there is a lot to accomplish on my task list, and that includes house chores, that includes appointments, and that includes some work items as well. So I really love being structured and organized. So if it's something you want to hear from me, a little bit more about how I track my goals for the year as well as throughout each month and for each day, let me know. All right, so I've got a little bit of time left. I'm going to spend that just getting dressed and heading out the door. I've got a dentist appointment today. It may be a little bit comical because when I come out, I will have a half numb face. Now, it probably would have been smart for me to at least eat something before I go, or at least have like a bullet coffee, but I'm just not really that hungry right now, so maybe I'll regret it later. Who knows? I'm pretty sure I can eat once the numbness wears off, but the last time I had this cleaning done, the numbness went down probably like 3 hours later, something like that, so we shall see. You have my full permission to laugh at this. Wow. All right, so I have just gotten back from the dentist, clearly, and I'm going to finish up some laundry before I get started on making my husband's lunch. When it comes to laundry, I find that setting aside particular days of the week dedicated to washing my sheets and towels versus clothing makes it less stressful and super manageable. So today I'm washing our clothing. I've been testing out a new all-natural toxin-free laundry detergent, and I'm excited to share it with you guys in a future video. Almost feels like a workout on its own, just shaking this bottle. You know, I feel like the biggest misconception I've heard growing up is that too much salt is bad for you. And they obviously did not know what they were talking about. Now, if you are on a low carb diet or a carnivore diet like myself, one of the biggest keys to success is going to be replenishing your electrolytes. What I love about Element is that they are so transparent with their ingredients. So they've got the sodium, potassium chloride, and magnesium, and zero sugar. And that goes for every flavor packet out there. And I love that there are no nonsense ingredients. There's no artificial coloring or anything like that that you could find in alternative sports drinks out there. But Element's really great because it's portable. I can take it with me anywhere on the go, and it's all pre-measured. So I can be at ease that I am taking the right dosage each time. I've got some lofty goals for myself when it comes to, physical activity. So I'm excited to be achieving that, and with the help of Element. So if you're curious to try Elements, or if there's a flavor out there that you haven't tried just yet, but you're willing to, feel free to go to my link at drinkelement.com/carnivore, where you can get a free sample pack with any purchase. That's drinkelement.com/carnivore. I call this lunchtime, but really it's just the first meal of the day. So today's a little different because I'm choosing not to have my first meal right now. My bullet coffee is enough to keep me energized for the first half of this day. However, my husband is definitely hungry. So he's been pretty consistent with eating the same first meal each day, and it's 6 ounces of beef and 4 eggs. So I always add in a couple of tablespoons of butter to the skillet just for added fat and for flavor. So I cook the beef on medium heat halfway through before adding in my eggs. This meal does not play pretty at all, but I promise it's good, regardless the amount of salt that my husband adds at the end. and regardless his silly reaction. All right, if it's not good, I'll take it away. You won't eat anything.
It's good. It's so good.
Okay, so it's about 6 p.m. right now. I just finished a run. I'm really tired, but I'm gonna make dinner. So for my husband, I'm gonna make him some pork chops. What I do is I just buy the whole loin and I'll just pre-cut slices and I'll just bag them up and put them in the freezer. I went ahead and took these out earlier today so that they would defrost. And then for myself, I'm going to make some fried chicken wings, air fried chicken wings with some compound butter on top. It's gonna be so good. And that's not nearly enough. So I have some lamb chops that I'm going to cook as well. So stay tuned to see how I make just that. Look, I'll never lean on chicken as a full meal. However, I do get cravings for it as a side item. I will pat dry my wings to get rid of any excess moisture. This really helps to crisp up the wings nicely. So I'll thoroughly salt this with red mint salt, and in the air fryer it goes at 400 degrees for roughly 14 to 15 minutes. As this is frying, I am prepping pork chops for my husband. And so I'm just repeating the same process as I did with my wings. I am just pat drying these so I can get rid of any excess moisture. And then I'm salting this with red mint salt as well. And it's no secret that I love butter, and therefore I'm going to be cooking these pork chops with a lot of it. I just set the skillet on a medium heat, and I will set these on the bottom just so it can get a nice first good crispy layer. Quick interruption here to flip over my wings. I'm going to cook these at an additional 15 minutes at the same temperature of 400 degrees. Please, someone tell me I'm not the only one who goes into battle every time I'm cooking anything on the stovetop. It's borderline embarrassing, but you know, ultimately rewarding by the end of it. I recommend you guys check out my video on how I make the most delicious compound butter for any recipe. And so I am just using that to melt on top of my chicken wings, kind of like my sauce, if you will. But yeah, it's pretty good, so go ahead and check it out. And here are the final results. I also recommend checking out my other video linked here if you want to see how to make the most perfect lamb chops. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.